Hello everyone, today we are going to continue with the controls. So we are going to finish this by implementing this reset to default and so reset to default button and back button. So if I try to go back when I have some changes in the controls, let's say I assign H for this and try to go back without applying, we get this: do you want to apply the change settings for settings notification? If I press yes, it will apply. If I press no, it will not apply and still go back. So yeah, these are the things I'm going to work on today, and this episode is sponsored by these generous patrons. Thank you very much for the support. Okay, so in the settings we have now worked on controls and we can even change the controls, but the problem is we don't have a reset to default option, or when I try to change another key, and if I press another back button, nothing happens. See, if I press one of the other, it just go away, but it doesn't confirm whether like, do you want to save changes, so assign a key before going back or something, before you're leaving into another menu. So yeah, actually it just reset, but no, it doesn't reset. It detects mouse click as the next button. So yeah, we need to work on that part today and fix those issues. Okay, so let me open the relevant blueprints, UI, controls. Okay, right, now first here let's see how to implement a reset option. Right, let me also open this key widget as well, WDG key. Here we have this control data structure, which we use to hold the default values for each key, and I have initialized the list of control data in here in the widget controls under controls. So here we can see control name, control label, and scale if it is axis. So here I think in order to implement reset button, I should add another field that stores the default value for that particular action or axis. Okay, now under structs, control config, let's add a key. Let's call it default key. Okay, and in the widget controls, now I have to set. First let me save and recompile. Engine crashed for some reason. Let me restart. Okay, restarted. Okay, now let's look at again the widget controls. Right, here we have the key, default key now. So move forward W, move backward S, move right D, move left A, move up shift, that's shift right, yeah, left shift. Oh, we have moved up twice. Oh no, this is move down. Left control, jump space, show objective, tab. Interact E. Show inventory I. Primary attack, left mouse button. Okay. Now in the widget key, let's add a custom event to the widget key. Custom event reset. So here what we know to do is we have to override the key with the control data split default key. Right. Now we have to use this reset. We have to call this reset event in the widget controls. We have this reset event which I have already implemented through options panel. So let's implement it. For the keys, let's run a for each loop and call reset. Okay. Maybe we should rename this reset key because we already have a reset function named reset and here, so it's less confusing if someone is checking my code. Right, now shall we test? Right, see, reset works. And if I go back, nothing happens. Controls are same. Yeah, I have to press apply, otherwise these changes are not applied. Okay, so for that we have the event that called has unapplied changes. So let's implement it. We already have. Let's implement this. So we have to return yes or no. So how do we know if we have unapplied changes? Well, I think in the key widget we need another variable to hold the previously allocated key. So I'll set this as key old. Let me put right next to the key. Right, so when I initialize this key, we can initialize the key hold as well. Set key hold. With the same key as the key. Now we can implement a function, an event actually, in the key has changed. This should return either true or false based on the key value and the key hold value. If both of these are same, equal, that means we don't have any changes, any unapplied changes at least. So if both are same, we should return let's check if both are different, not equal. Oh, actually let's just put a note here and return it. If both are equal, this will be true, so return value will be false. That means no changes. Yes, no, I already it as yes, no. Right, now with the widget controls, to check if I have unapplied changes. Oh, should this be have? Because changes, I'm not sure. Anyway, it will work. For the code, it doesn't matter. For each loop with a break. In here, has changes. Oh, sorry, it's not control, it should be keys. If yes, oh sorry, this should be a for each loop with break. If there are changes, we should return true, like this. Sequence and return true. Oh wait, we should first check. If this is not executed, should I return false? So this is a little confusing. Let me delete this part. And let's add this is variable. local variable has changes by default. Oh wait, by default it will be false, so I'll set it here to true. Oh wait, I should do it after this branch. Right, now when this is completed, I can return as changes. It will have true if there are changes, otherwise false. Okay, right, now shall we test? Let's make this F and try to go back. Do you want to apply the change settings? If I press no, it just goes back, and here this is still D. So let me change this to again F. If do you want to apply the change settings? Let's press yes. Go back. See, this is F. So let me reset. Do you want to apply the change settings? Yes. Okay, it is working, but if I am going to change this and if I click elsewhere, you know, this takes as left mouse button and this changes to none. So if I try to go back now, do you want to apply the change settings? If I press no, it should be fine, but if I press yes, it still goes back, but when I come back, the changes are, none of the changes are here. That's because the apply function doesn't take place because I have a mechanism set up already to check if there are any conflicts. See here, I check if I have any conflicts. If I have conflicts, the apply process doesn't happen, it just highlight the conflicted keys. Well, this is where we check that condition. So on request no, we just go back without saving or applying. On request yes, we try to apply, but this is here what we have used is a event, not a function with a return type. So let me check where else I have used this. If I change this now to a function with a return type that specifies whether I can apply or not, I will have to go back and change it on all the option panels that I have used the apply. That means the display option here, yeah, this can be changed, no issue, and display option, audio option here, that also not a problem. And where else? Display audio game, no, not this one, gameplay. And graphics here also can do, no issue, and graphic options. Okay, and now, so this is in VPI options panel. Apply, let's add the output here. Full, successful. compile. I hope this will not make a crash. Now yeah, see, it has been changed. So let me rename, apply changes, and the function is now here, apply is now here. So let's just return true, because there is no way this is going to be unsuccessful. Let's use the same format for the options except the controls. Audio option here also, let me change it back to apply changes. Gameplay option, graphic options, right. And for the controls, 𝐿𝐻𝐸 controls, here we can't actually, yeah, we can just convert this whole part and copy and go here into the apply, paste. Right, now if we have conflicts, we can return with a false. If you don't have any conflicts, you can just apply and return with the true. Now let's go back to the options widget, and here we can check this condition, branch. Only if this is successful, the rest should continue. Do we have the same thing in elsewhere? Yeah, here as well. This is when I click on another option button. Right, now let's check settings, controls. Here now we have a conflict. Let's try to go back. Do you want to apply the settings? If I press yes, you see this blinked and we are still in the same page. Let's try to go here. If I press yes, this blinks, still we are in the same page. And if I remove the conflicts and if I try to go back, oh, I don't have any changes now. Let me assign F here and try to go back. Do you want to apply the change settings? Yes. Okay, we are good. It's working. Great. Let me now reset and apply. Okay, now all three buttons are working. We can go back. So we have all the options now working. So I can say now the menu system is complete. The only remaining thing we have to do is we have to look into how to implement a pause menu, and from the pause menu also these settings should be applicable. So I should be able to reuse the same widgets for that. So let's look into that in the next tutorial. And thanks for watching. So as always, project files will be available for the download through Patreon page. Link would be in the description below. So see you in another episode. Goodbye.